All right. Second video. I wanted to touch on Dees. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. I say that all the time. Oopsie.
And three unlikely allies, a bitter ex, a crooked lawyer, and a badge for hire, sit at the same table, you can be certain they weren't meeting for brunch. Chosen ones, let's pause here. Did you know that over 70% of wrongful convictions in the US involve suppressed or tampered evidence?
I did know that.
Think about that.
Thank you.
The truth didn't just get misplaced. It was manually buried.
It was manufactured.
That's not a mistake. It's intent. And now, investigations have unearthed something shocking. Your ex, your lawyer, and a dirty cop weren't just lurking in the shadows of your story. They were actively hiding the very crime committed against you. This isn't some TV drama plotline.
No.
This is the reality you were trapped in.
I know.
Where betrayal came in a suit, in a uniform, and from a person who once whispered, "I love you." They weren't protecting the law, they weren't protecting justice, and they certainly weren't protecting you.
No.
They were protecting themselves. And let's be real, the lineup itself is almost laughable.
That part.
An ex, a lawyer, and a cop walk into a conspiracy. It sounds like the setup to a bad joke.
It is.
But the punchline, it was your life, your safety, your dignity on the line. What they thought they buried was supposed to stay hidden forever, yet here we are. Receipts, revelations, and a whole lot of nervous gulps happening in back offices right now.
Mm-hmm.
So sit tight.
It's far bigger. It's far bigger than my ex, dirty cops, and attorneys. There was a connection of an attorney in a law office, that infamous company I resigned for. His father was an attorney in another state, and there was connection there, and that's how my ex-husband is all unraveled into it. So pulled that piece puzzle back, so thank you. And the thing is, it's very easy to pick up on people that carry whatever career field or is in whatever system that they are, when they choose to speak on things that are corrupt and you bring it to their attention and they don't do anything. So when they don't do anything, when it comes to like forged documents and things like that, and they are supposed to uphold a position of protection, a position of judicial trust, and they're choosing not to do that, that means they stand with the corruption. And that's just facts. That's facts. That's truth. Let me explain that. That is truth. And very many of the characteristics of my ex-husband and my previous boss are the same. Now, because they come from two different worlds, that doesn't matter. They're still cut from the same cloth. And again, that's two people, but I pick up on those things with the company I work for now. I pick up on those things when it comes to my family. I pick up on those things when it comes to the previous property management company I work for. That's why it's very easy for me to pick up on manipulators, corruptive people, and con men, and people that try to buck the system, people that are more than willing to forge documents, to do awful things, and put it into the system as if it's truth, particularly when you have the law involved. But when you're so-and-so, a part of so-and-so, tied into the governor of the state, that then is tied into the bit, you know what I'm saying? Like this one, plus this one, plus this one, plus this one, plus this one. And so it's very easy to see the true blueprint that follows me. And whether you believe it or not, that makes no difference to me because I know it's truth. And so that's kind of where I'm at with it. And I know that fluffers them a lot because they didn't expect me to piece the puzzle together because I was so naive. I was so broken. I was so unhealed. I was so easily swayed. I allowed my heart to play tricks on me because I always wanted to see the best in everybody. And see through the grace of God and through my connection with God and the divine and source and the most high, he has helped me unravel and peel back those onion layers where I still have the grace in my heart for those that I know that are all entangled in it. Although I've peeled back the fake mask, I still can call out the truth. And because I now recognize how far back it goes, how embedded it goes, back down to my childhood. I mean, this is something that's been written in my blueprint since I was a child. I've been heavily watched. I've been heavily targeted. I've been heavily, what's the word? Magnified. Golly, they've kept a little magnifying glass on me, since I was little. And I believe without a doubt that there are people in some ways where they have your Akashic records and they know what your purpose is and what your calling is before you even wake up to it. But see, the thing is with that, God knows that they carry that too. You know what I mean? And so it's one of those things. But when it comes to the unraveling of my ex, the attorney, the state, the law, all this stuff, yeah, I'm well aware. People do very crazy things when it comes to money, insurance, homes, all kinds of stuff. They do. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. When you work for companies that literally steal money from the government and put it into different things that they're not supposed to, or funnel it into other companies, and they have the capabilities of doing such things, you have to really ask yourself, where is their integrity? Where does it lie? And so, and a lot of people get back in deals, they get payouts. There's a lot of different, people have different hits on their head. Same thing with Charlie. Same thing with JFK. Same thing with, MLK. I mean, it's just one of those things. And again, I'm not comparing myself to none of those. There's no comparison there. I'm just saying, you just look at the mechanics of the unfolding of the events and you recognize that you only know what they tell you. You only know the narrations that they provide you. And you have to have an open mind to receive it, the true reality of it. And we all are targeted in different ways, some greater than others, but we all walk through a targeting experience because of the world that they've created for us. Now, when it comes to my ex, outside of my ex-husband, yes, that's all entangled in it as well. I'm well aware of that. And it's unfortunate. It's one of those things. I know that we've been pinned against each other. I know that there's a lot of people entangled in my storyline, in my blueprint, in my testimony that have probably made choices that they wish they could go back and change. I mean, we all make choices that we wish we could go back and change. Even I myself, if I could go back and change anything, I would have never gotten in bed with that company. I just wouldn't have. The amount of years that have been taken away with my son and I, and me being a better parent. And I'm not blaming the company. I take full responsibility in that. Like I told the lady that did my hair, even dated back to when I was younger and I was molested and with my, all that stuff. I take full responsibility in all of that. But do I recognize the handlers in my life that have had a handle on providing me said choices? And I either have choice A and I have choice B, which both choices have been the detriment of me. And again, you don't have to believe me. I'm okay with that too. But it's just the truth. And so it's the one thing that I wish I could go back is be a better parent to my kid. And this is what I just have to say to all you parents out there, whether you're in a, co-father and mother or two mothers or whatever, for your children, every moment is precious. And it is very important for you as a parent to be physically, mentally, emotionally there for your children. You can be physically there all day, but if you're not mentally, emotionally, and psychologically there for your children, they know it. They feel it. And it's gonna end up biting you in the butt in the long run. And that's the one thing that I wish I could go back and do better. because that's time